So we're kicking off with Debram and Faber up against Neko Lizzie and Lord Ka. So our Egyptian player and our Norse player is going to be playing very aggressively with the buildings, while our Atlantean player, Debram, will be quite slow in initial building, but has really quite powerful citizens to back up the building, because these guys, they build 3 times as fast as other villagers. But Lizzie, sorry, Thor and Lorca on Loki. Gonna be quite an aggressive start, so Loki player gonna go up to 4 temples here, while our Thor player already going for some early armor. He's gonna be able to pump out the upgrades really quickly. Just bearing in mind, we do have infinite resources in Tiny, so there we go. Any pitch even being researched. As for what benefit that is for the Norse army, I do not know. I don't think it benefits throwing axemen. Right now we've got a flurry of Ulsarks, a couple of these Hersiers as well from our 2 Norse players, while our Egyptian player is having a cover for his Atlantean teammate at the moment. So Debram getting the armory out to try and go for heroic. So really the Thor player's probably got the fastest transition to heroic here, with the double armories already. So Thor, we get the Skadi Minor God. That's an impressive number of temples here, and priests being spammed right now for Faber, who's really able to push and support Debram's move out of all these oracles, who's upgraded some of them to heroes. Bearing in mind, you got to be a bit careful that you don't spend too much of your favor on it, and rely on favor, not favor. But we are also seeing heroic age transition here from our Atlantean player, or our Loki player in Lordka. Still in classical, looking to get the armory now, and the armory for Faber is done now too. So our players over here on the west side, and just giving it to our players here on the east side. In fact, this may be a short-lived one. Looks like our Norse players are in a spot of trouble, because that armory for Loki's not being finished at the moment. So Lordka going to find it tough. Neko Lizzie having to cover with that frost, and this is going to be quite invaluable for our Norse players in getting their towers set up. Neko Lizzie just now getting a couple of sentry towers, going to look at adding the upgrades. So we're going to see Watchtower, we are going to see Signal Fires, probably see, once we get heroic, the Burning Pitch upgrade, or Pot of Oil, or whatever it's called. And this frost isn't going to last forever, but for now it does mean that our Egyptian Atlantean combo is quite slowed down. But with Scarabs and Behemoths, we've got 2 Pseudo Siege Myth units, so these are quite powerful. Gonna take Hersiers to focus them down. The Watchtower's very nearly cleaned up. Lizzie's Frost finishing up now. So Debram now streaming forward with a bunch of units as well, and Lordka tapping out. Neko Lizzie tapping out. So that's game number 1 in our Tiny series, going to Debram and Faber.